How's it going, guys? It's your host, Dwayne, with your co-host, WhoDey.
What's going on, fellas?
We are here to kick off season 71 the right way. I'm excited, ready to start the season off. We're going to start you off with the first game of the week of the year. It's going to be an interesting matchup between a OMFL board member, FPR guy, watch out guys, and a new owner, the new Eagles owner, Saints versus Eagles, Chaotix versus DJ. It's going to be an interesting matchup, tale of two different teams. WhoDey, tell me your first thoughts on this game.
Well, I think you said it pretty well. I mean, we've never seen DJ play. This will be his very, very first game in the league. I'm excited. We finally got this team put back together and ready to go. So, for the first time in probably 8-9 weeks, we're full again. So I hope he, does well. It is, playing the FPR guy, your first game, it's a good welcome to the league. He'll let you, Chaotix a good guy. He'll let you know what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, what you need to work on. But I hope he enjoys it. I hope he likes it, and I hope he sticks around for a long time.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head there. Playing FPR guy first game, nerve-wracking. That would be a handful. And like I said, you're playing a good Saints team, great Saints team. I think this is the year he turns it around. I think this year he's got his people in place. But like I said, the DJ is inheriting an Eagles team that is stout. Has got some good players on it. Got a brand new rookie quarterback, which kind of adds a little controversy. New quarterback, Carson Wentz. That ought to be interesting. We'll go ahead and just jump right in it. I'm going to talk about the Saints for a little bit. Chaotix is quarterback. Tyler Mesko leads the way. Second-year player at LSU. Imagine that, at LSU. He had a lot of success with him last year. He was actually playing really well with him till the end of the season when he got hurt. I'd say he had a real successful rookie campaign. He's not he's an athletic quarterback. He's a big 6'5", 6'4", 230-pound quarterback. Pretty stout all the way around. I think he's a good building block for Chaotix, especially after being, having a little quarterback carousel the first couple seasons after he lost Drew Brees. Another weapon he has on offense, Brandon Cooks. I hate playing Brandon Cooks. Play him twice a year. 96 speed, 93 acceleration. He's a burner. And my team is not built to stop somebody like that. And if you don't play Cooks the right way, Cooks will burn you every time he throws the ball to him. Defensively, man, he has really revamped his defense. He's added some key pieces. He spent, speak of the devil, he spent his first round draft pick, 8th pick this year on Marquise Lucky, 81 overall out of Auburn. Strong, 6'3", 260-pound defensive end. He's quick, he's strong, he's kind of got the whole package. I think with some time, Chaotix will have this guy superstar status. He'll probably be 90-some overall in a couple seasons. He's going to be a heck of a player for Chaotix because Chaotix has had trouble getting pressure on the quarterback the last couple seasons. And another key part of his defense, Seth Peterson, middle linebacker. I know Chaotix holds him to a real high standard. This guy runs the defense for Chaotix. He's just kind of built all the way around, not super fast, but he is fast for a middle linebacker. But he does everything well. 6'3", 240 pounds. I hate seeing him across the field from me, but I would love to have this guy on my team. He's just a great middle linebacker to have on your team. He's only 25 years old. All right. Well, I'm going to let WhoDey talk about the Eagles for a little bit.
Well, the first thing that jumps out at me here, the Eagles throughout the draft, they were CPU. We didn't know what they were going to do with that first overall pick. Turns out they drafted a quarterback when they already had Carson Wentz. Didn't know how I felt about it when it happened. But looking at it now, he's 24, Glenn Heineke, 6'3", 95 throw power. His accuracies are all in the high 80s. He's superstar development. I think it was an awesome pick because now it frees him up to kind of move Wentz and give him maybe something on defense. But this team's stacked as far as this game goes. He's got Zach Ertz at tight end, Devontae Freeman at running back, Darrell Green Beckham at wide receiver, and Jordan Matthews. They're both 6'4", 6'5". So this is a very high-powered offense. And this team's ready to contend. It's not a roster you have to build up. They've got some superstars in the secondary on defense. Like we touched on earlier, we don't know anything about DJ. He could be the best player in the league, and we don't know it. So I'm really intrigued to see what happens here, because this offense is definitely capable of winning the game.
Yeah, like I said, we don't know anything about DJ. I've watched a little of one of his preseason games. He showed a lot of promise. Some things that, all of us had to go through when we joined the league, just some little things that this league does well and that we really emphasize. But I hope he's a good fit here. And like I said, this team is stacked. It was built well by the last owner. I still hate seeing Freeman on that team. Hate it. Does not fit the Eagles jersey well. But yeah, this game's going to be a great game. I do think, if I had thrown my prediction out right now, I'm going to give the edge to Chaotix. I'm going to give it to Saints. I think he gets it all on track. I think he pounds the ground game well. I think he finally gets his ground game going. I think Mesco, after a year of seasoning, is going to have a real great game. I give it to Chaotix and the Saints 30-24. But I think it's going to be a great game, and, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about DJ. He could surprise me. He could pull this out, but my prediction right now is going to go with Chaotix.
That's not a bad pick. You're probably right. First game, especially against the FPR guy, you're going to be a little nervous. So I'm gonna go out and say Chaotic wins this one 21-20. Maybe the nerves get to him a little bit, and DJ misses that extra point.
Well, there you go, guys. You have two predictions. Two people pick Chaotix. That's no slight to you, DJ. Prove us wrong. Come out this first week and have a great game. We are going to add a little twist to this first game of the week. Me and WhoDey have kind of made our own little list up right here. It's just going to be a little thing we have going as the season goes along to keep updating it and throwing a little interesting twist and maybe something for some of you guys to strive for individually. First thing I'm going to throw at y'all is my preseason Week 1 MVP race of guys who played great last year or in the right situation to play great this year. And my first guy I'm going to throw out there is Ezekiel Elliott, the reigning MVP. He's on Big Hurt, and Big Hurt uses Elliott the right way and uses him a lot. I think he's built behind that legendary Cowboys offensive line to just continue doing as great as he has been. My second person on the list is Aaron Donald. I know Nate hates hearing that name. He is a man among boys on the field. He gets in the backfield. I think he led the league in sacks last year or was tied in it. But every year he's been in the league, last 3 seasons, Donald has been the top 5 in sacks, just dominating offensive line. And Dawson just knows how to use him. And like I said, he just heads that Rams defense. My third pick, Russell Wilson. If you don't know Mo yet, you'll know him for the season's over with when he passes for 5,500 yards. Mo can throw the ball. With Wilson and his vaunted receivers he's got on the side, you can't take that lightly. Can't take it lightly. Wilson will put up some crazy stats. Season will tell if Mo can turn around from last year to keep him relevant in the playoff race and in the MVP race. My bet's going to be yes. I think Mo will be right there with him. My fourth pick would be Good from the Packers. Priest runs him. I think he led the league in carries last year. But he runs well. I think he was second behind Elliott in rushing yards last year. Like I said, he even led him in the playoffs, led Priest almost to the Super Bowl last year. Good is something to be reckoned. Just a guy to be reckoned with. He's going to run the ball and run it, and he'll eventually break it with that 96, 97 speed he's got. Ridiculously fast on the right team. watch out for good. And my fifth guy, who's kind of a wild card. I ain't played him since season 1. Every year he puts up crazy stats. Every year he's right there in the playoff race. It's going to be Paxton Lynch for the Denver Broncos. Blaze has a heck of a system going over there in Denver. Lynch, win or lose, is always great stats, great game. Time will tell as the season goes on. Like I said, Lynch is phenomenal. He's got receivers around him. Blaze likes to throw the ball. Like I said, he's my dark horse to win the MVP this year. And guys, that's just a quick list. Play great, keep playing great. Get your guys on this list. And but that's my preseason look this year for MVP. And I'm going to hand it over to WhoDey, and he's going to throw a little interesting stuff your way.
Yeah, those are all great picks. I wouldn't be surprised to see any of those guys, win an MVP at the end of the season. I think Lynch is going to do a lot this year. I look for him to make some noise. But I kind of want to touch on some rookies, kind of like a rookie watch week 1. Coming out of the draft, it was all about the quarterback. We had a lot of quarterbacks come off the board early. A lot of these quarterbacks are very, very good. 4 of them in particular. For the Eagles, in your game of the week this week, we've got Glenn Heineke, big superstar guy, 95 throw power. He's got a quick first step. For the Redskins, Henry Sewell, same thing. He's not a superstar, but he's got that 93, 94 throw power, so he can definitely sling it around. The Texans took Darian Traynor. He's a 21-year-old. His arm isn't as powerful as the other ones, but he's still in that 91, 92 realm. So I think he could, definitely win Rookie of the Year if his receivers hold up for him. The last quarterback I kind of want to throw in there, I had to, is the quarterback I drafted for the Bengals, Duvon Arnix, and same thing, 94 throw power, quick first step. Really, the winner for Rookie of the Year this year is going to come down to who's the best user. I think you take these 4 quarterbacks, whoever can throw the least amount of interceptions is probably going to come away with it. Because when there's that many quarterbacks in the fold for Rookie of the Year, a running back and a wide receiver, it makes them really hard to even be considered. If I had to take a dark horse for Rookie of the Year, just a long shot, I want to pick that linebacker that went up to Baltimore, DeAndre Huron. Right now he's sitting on the right outside linebacker spot, just a monster. He's like 90s, I think like 89, 90 speed, 85 block shed, 85 power moves. I think his contention for Rookie of the Year is going to depend on if he runs a 4-3, if he runs a 3-4. I would move this guy to the middle linebacker spot with that block shed, send him on some blitzes. He's just that good of a player. He can command the whole field. That's the guy that you want to lead your defense. You don't want him to just sit over there at the right outside linebacker spot and occasionally cover a tight end. So that really just depends on how I use him. But I think it'll be fun and exciting, and it'll be a close Rookie of the Year race going down the stretch.
Yeah, like you said, the 4 quarterbacks, I don't know if all of them are starting or not, but if I'm not mistaken, 3 of those.
I checked it out. They look like starters. So Johnny may still start, but I think they'll all get some playing time this year for sure.
Well, it's going to make for an interesting race. And like I said, this Ravens linebacker is intriguing as a pick as you can get. 6'5", 250 pounds, and as fast as he is, that's a scary combination. But yeah, guys, like I said, this is going to be week 1, season 71. I'm excited. We're all gearing up for a long season. Many more game of the weeks to come. Keep playing great. And like I said, your team could be next. For Dwayne and WhoDey, we hope y'all have a great day. We can't wait to see y'all again. We'll holler at y'all later.
Thanks, fellas.